I am keeping crossplay off when it comes to Black Ops Cold War. Now, I kept crossplay on throughout the entirety of Modern Warfare 2019, and there's a couple really simple reasons for this. I've tried to record this before, and it went on way too long. I'm gonna try to condense this down, so pray for me. In Modern Warfare, the time to kill is so snappy, so fast. Catching somebody off guard means you caught them off guard. And the likelihood of them winning the gunfight after you start putting bullets into them is pretty slim unless you start to miss. I know, even with lock-on aimbot, my controller still somehow misses targets by mere millimeters. I really need to get my aim assist tuned so that it's more like the aimbot that Dr. Disrespect complains about, but oh well. Even though I am well aware of the benefits to playing on a PC. You know, people were using higher FOVs on PC, mouse and keyboard is far more precise, they could be playing on ultra-wide monitors, high refresh rates, you know, I get it. It's just a better place to play many games. But me, as somebody who's just comfortable playing Call of Duty on console, I'm pretty damn good at Call of Duty on PC, not gonna lie. My PC skills have absolutely skyrocketed, and the way I know this is because I'm not amazing, but even if I don't play a PC shooter for months, I'll hop onto one and I pick it up like I never put it down. Like, I just don't have trouble playing on PC. My FPS career unofficially started on PC with games like Paradise Paintball, Combat Arms, Operation 7? I don't remember what that game was exactly called, but it was another free-to-play online FPS game. Either way, old Counter-Strike games, classic Battlefield games, Halo 1, I just played PC games. That's all I did. So when I went to console, I just sort of enjoyed the more comfortable, carefree nature of it, and that's just where I play COD now, almost just by tradition. And the fact that consoles are now at the level of gaming PCs, not in terms of flexibility, but in terms of raw horsepower. And then I have the Elite controller, which is a big step up from my old Xbox 360 controller. It's just a nicer place to play. And when I can play on a nice 4K HDR television, you know, a nice QLED TV with my Xbox outputting at native 4K 60 FPS, I'm just excited to do that. You know, I'm just not gonna lie. It's exciting, it's fun, and I'm not gonna be told that I should play on my PC, because I also get told I should get a PC when I already have one, and then when they find out I have one, they tell me to play on it, and it's like, hey, I don't go into your house and tell you what to play on, so fuck off. Either way, PC has too many advantages when it comes to Cold War. Now, I like that console players now have FOV sliders, you know, that's a great thing, I love that, but there's an issue. The time to kill is frankly just too long. The time to kill, plus the headshot multiplier and the lack of flinch, caters towards keyboard and mouse users way too much. Also, just the act of moving in Cold War, the jumping into the sliding, the drop shot grips and everything, really just caters to the snappiness of mouse and keyboard. Watching keyboard and mouse players in the kill cams when playing the Cold War beta, it was very, very apparent how different it was to use a controller. I mean, really, it was far more noticeable than when I would fight a PC player in Modern Warfare, because in Modern Warfare, again, the time to kill is so fast, and if you're not playing a really intense objective game mode, you can sort of play it casually and use cover and play methodically, so no matter how good the PC player is, catching them off guard is just, again, they're caught off guard. I did not enjoy battling PC players during the beta. In a game where you're gonna soak up that many bullets and you're not even gonna flinch as you're soaking up those bullets, I really don't want to fight you when you have the precision of a mouse and keyboard. Mouse and keyboard is more precise. Mouse and keyboard is better when it comes to longer time to kills. It's also better for controlling recoil. Recoil is something that Black Ops Cold War really didn't have. When you can outfit your gun with 5 to 8 attachments, no, I'm not really worried about recoil, and a PC player definitely isn't going to be worried about recoil. My XM4 setup that I was using during the beta was zero recoil, very intuitive, very controllable. That with a mouse is essentially just a point-and-click adventure. Console controllers are just a clunkier way of controlling video games overall compared to mouse and keyboard. I'm well aware of this. The nice thing about Call of Duty is that Call of Duty always makes me forget that. It's so snappy and intuitive, it's designed to make it feel like the controller's not even in your hand, and I love that about COD. And in an equal playing field where everybody has a controller, or at least everybody's playing on the same, you know, box or ecosystem of boxes, it doesn't bother me at all. I don't sit there going, God, I wish I was playing this on PC, especially with the visuals we're getting on console now. I don't look at my game and go, this would be better on PC. And now that we have an FOV slider, it's like, fuck it. It's just making my console experience better. And I own Black Ops 2, 3, and 4 on PC. I know how much more accurate I can be on on PC, but when I'm playing on console, it just doesn't bother me. I wish it did. Maybe in a couple years, I'll be like, fuck it, mouse and keyboard's better, that's where I'm gonna be. Maybe when I get my new desk set up in my room and a new office chair, I'll just become a PC gamer. Jury's still out. But as of my experience in the beta and alpha of Cold War, fuck it. No, I'm not dealing with keyboard and mouse users. A player who's not flinching when they're getting shot has an easier chance of retaliating to you. That's why you always run toughness when you play Black Ops 2, or focus when you play Call of Duty Ghosts. Because the chances of you winning the gunfight go down considerably once you flinch a lot. So I always like a little bit of flinch in my game, so that way, you know, bullets have more impact, but you're not completely stealing the person's ability to fight back. It's a good middle ground, because when they aren't having their sights flinched at all, and they have the precision and speed of a mouse, hell fucking no. Especially when you have DMRs in this game that can two-shot, or sniper rifles that can run red dot sights. No, I don't want to land 3 out of the 4 shots I need, or 4 out of the 5 shots I need, and then just get boinked in the head. That is just the last thing I want. You know, Black Ops Cold War is already going to have a very stagnant meta of whatever is the highest DPS weapon. We see this in every Call of Duty. That is going to be accentuated by the longer time to kill and lack of flinch. You don't want to fuck around with 50-50 gunfights. People are going to be jump shotting, drop shotting, strafing, AD spamming as much as possible to try to make themselves hard to hit. You're going to see a lot of crouch and slide spam, and then whatever is the highest DPS gun, that is what people will use all the time, because they don't want to fuck around with getting hit markers. That type of environment where I have to fight a PC player, no. I want that variable removed from my play session. Again, I went 12 months with only turning off crossplay maybe 3 times. And I didn't leave it off because it made it harder to find games. I will put up with longer wait times. I'm not having it this year. Now, you might ask, Boom, what would it take for you to turn crossplay on? Completely set it to be input based and I'll turn it on. Where I just know I'm fighting a controller player. Even if they're on PC, I know it's a controller player, then fine. If I bump into a keyboard and mouse user, I'm turning it off. When crossplay comes to the MCC, I'm not gonna be playing it on my console online. Maybe against my friends that are also on console, but if I'm playing MCC online in public matches, I am playing it from my computer. I have 144 Hz FreeSync monitor, I have a nice Razer gaming mouse. Halo Reach feels buttery fucking smooth on PC. It just does. And that is where I will play it, because the longer time to kill really promotes precision. And you know what's more precise than a controller? Ha, you guessed it, mouse. Last thing here. Mouse and keyboard has a giant advantage. Console players need to use their left and right sticks together to sort of walk their aim onto target. This is where it also activate aim assist. The big aim assist pulls and rotations only come when your feet are moving, okay? PC does not have that. A PC player can hold completely still and just still use their mouse, their right hand, and just click on people's heads. That is not something you can do on console. The entire meta is different. So when the time to kill is fast and the skill gap is shortened, I don't really care what you're playing on. My M13 is going to melt you in about 150 milliseconds if I start landing headshots, so I don't really care. You increase that up to 200, 300 milliseconds? No, I'm done. I don't want it. No, I don't want you to have more precision than me, and then I lose, and then I think, well, maybe that was because of my platform, maybe I got outplayed. I don't want to think about it. Because even if I'm only getting outplayed, my monkey brain, when I start getting irritated, is gonna go, you know what, that's a PC player, that's why I lost. I don't want that variable. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you when I see you. I just wanted to explain this so that if I stream Cold War and you guys see that crossplay's off, now you know why. You can just tell people, go watch this video. He bitches about it for like 9 minutes.